I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wow, and which taught us the truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abba babal. So just so you could have an outline of Nahum. Okay, because I'll be reading in Nahum. It says here, and this is from the Blue Letter, all right, which is from an outline for Nahum from Dr. J. Vernon McGee. It says, Nineveh was the capital of ancient Assyria. About 100 years before Nahum, Jonah preached in Nineveh, and the city turned to power. In Nahum's, which our power is Yahweh, in Nahum's day, the city had turned again from Yahweh, but Nahum did not go there. Jonah reveals the love of Yahweh. Nahum reveals the justice of Yahweh, which there was a bunch of heathen there, but there was Jake there too doing wickedness. All right. So his love is only for the Israelites. All right. And he showeth his judgment unto them, the Israelites. All right. So really, he was correcting the Israelites in that land, but the heathen, he doesn't care about. They're nothing. It says, Nahum reveals the justice of Yahweh. Nahum issues the sentence of Yahweh upon a godless and sinful civilization. Burden is judgment. All right? So they get judged eventually. Though it didn't happen in the time of Jonah, all right, it did come to pass that they did get judged in that land. All right? So going to Nahum 1, and I'm going to be at verse 7. Verse 7, it says, Yahweh is good and a stronghold. Yahweh is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him, that run into his name, through his son's name. But with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do ye imagine against Yahweh? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time, which Nahum or Nineveh is a reference, also a spiritual reference to America, all right, in prophecy. So he's talking about America in this part, because in Isaiah 14, verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his sons for the iniquity of their fathers, talking about the Edomites, the so-called white race, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. See, and the way we're preparing you is by telling you the judgment that's coming. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh, which Nineveh was the capital of Babylon during the Assyrian captivity. All right. So this is actually talking about America. All right. It's referring to America through prophecy. All right. So he's going to destroy these Edomites. Thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I was just thinking about it this morning. I said, this is a fucking hellhole. You know, the fucking devil ruling over you. Right? He's polluted all the food, all the water, all the air, right? You wake up, your body aches, everything's fucked up because we were given bodies of sin, but then the devil, they add more shit to the problem, right? They give you poisonous food, poisonous water, poisonous air, poisonous vitamins. They say a lot of those vitamins are just smashed up bugs. It says, verse 9, what do ye imagine against Yahweh? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. So Esau is going to go down. For while they be folded together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully dry. Which it tells you in Job 20, verse 24. Well, I'll start at 20. It says, surely he, the Edomite, shall not feel quietness in his belly, which he's very afraid. He shall not. It says, he shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, because America is going to suffer nuclear destruction for its wickedness. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Which there's going to be a revolt. Which you can see yesterday they had an incident at the CIA headquarters. I believe it was in Virginia. So there's going to be sedition among men. Their equipment is going to fail, like Elon Musk missiles being shot out of the sky. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh, sending his son Yahweh Shai, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So when they think they got everybody chipped and they're going to have their new world order as they planned, the Lord's going to make nuclear missiles rain upon him. He shall flee from the iron weapon, that nuclear missile, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, out of those silos, terrors upon him, which these missiles are gonna terrorize these people. All right. It says in Nahum 1, verse 11, there is one come out of thee that imagineth evil against Yahweh, a wicked counselor. And that's why it says, woe unto them that war with their maker. Thus saith Yahweh, though they be quiet and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down when he shall pass through. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more. For now will I break his yoke from off the Israelite, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, and will burst thy bonds in sunder. And Yahweh hath given a commandment concerning thee. And Yahweh hath given a commandment concerning thee, that no man of thy name be sown out of the house of thy gods. Will I cut off the graven image and the molten image. I will make the grave, for thou art vile. So he's going to destroy them, and even the Israelites that are associated to him. All right, because he has an idol called the implantable microchip. And he's going to promise you life if you take it, but you're going to get death. Behold, upon the mountains the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, the prophets, that publisheth peace, the peacemakers. O Judah, keep thy solemn feast, Perform thy vows, for the wicked shall, it says, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. Go to Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Allah's, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And that's why this devil's going to come down with great wrath, knowing that he hath but a short time. But he shall be saved out of it, talking about the elect. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve Yahweh their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Which King David was raised up in this generation as King Mashah. And he condemned this place. He preached this gospel in New York, and he condemned America, Babylon the Great. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and none shall make him afraid. Which it tells you in Isaiah 59:20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith Yahweh, the one that take heed to his commandment, in faith of Yahushai. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith Yahweh, my spirit that is upon thee, and my words, his commandments, which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, because this is our power, saith Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. Kala Yabashim Yashai, Shalom to the elect wa abba.